Well, guys, it looks like I'm retiring. I fell off. I was once known in my own head as the Stitch King. But just look at this. Look at this beautiful man that you see on the screen. Look how amazing he looks. This is a 10 out of 10. You know what everyone thinks? It's a 5. I fell off. And what's worse is that now Stitch Review is gone. I've been replaced. I've been out of the job.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.
How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to another Wizard101 video. I hope you guys enjoy a little bit of that cringy intro, but whatever. We are here to discuss about the Rate My Stitch feature, which I've been really looking forward to for quite some time now. As you can see, you know, there's now actually a leaderboards for, you know, quote unquote, like the best stitches in the spiral, at least according to a lot of people within the audience, or in this case, as a test from. Honestly, it's a way better list. Oh my god, I'm back! Oh my god, look at me! Yes! I have not fallen off! Let's go! Yes! That's awesome. I haven't fallen off. I still got the game. I still got the game. But as you can see, if you look at some of these screenshots here on Twitter, I actually did get into the leaderboards a handful of times. And honestly, it's pretty good considering that I can test from. There's not actually that many people who tend to play test realm, so I'm actually very curious to see as to what the leaderboards are going to look like in live realm, let alone what my scores are going to be for my very own stitches that I really think highly of, and a lot of you people seem to think the same way as well. A lot of you guys really seem to think as well. Today we are here doing a stitch review based on the Rate My Stitch system. One thing I really do love about it is the fashion studio allowing you to basically be able to, you know, customize the look of your stitch based on what's in the leaderboards, which is pretty cool. You can actually toggle on and off certain pieces, which is kind of cool. You can dye if it's actually applicable, which is really dope. Again, there's so much you can do with this feature if you're a person who's very interested in stitching. There are a few things that are missing, but obviously, like, we have to wait and see as time moves on. The only thing that I have an issue with mostly stems from the fact that when you add an outfit, obviously you have these toggles. I personally would rather prefer that it's like this system, kind of similar to like the house tours. I feel like that should be the standard for a lot of events that are, you know, just like that. But other than that, really, let's just get started in rating people's stitches. So I bet you $100 that it is actually not going to be an ice theme stitch. I told you. And there's a reason why. There's a reason why that is. So, like I mentioned before, these toggles, I feel like a lot of people tend to forget about them. They're definitely really easy to miss. I would say this should probably be changed to something like this, in my personal opinion. The include pet icon should probably be like an actual icon of the pets that you can click on and off to showcase the pet or not. That way it's a little bit easier for people to see that, hey, I want to include this as part of my stitch, or I don't want to include. Because the toggles here with the fairly small text, it's fairly easy to miss, especially because these texts right here are a lot more bigger and people tend to see this first and more likely than anything else. But let's get started with the actual rating my stitch. Alright, so this one, what we have here is we have, I guess, caramel hat boots, and we also have an adventurer's robe with the Kisma blade. Very cool. I definitely like this one. I think this one's pretty good. I think this is a solid 8 though. It doesn't really wow me too much. It's still a really nice looking stitch. This one, my only problem with it is that the robe really does not match well with like the colors of the hat and the boots that well. I think the hat and the boots actually really match with each other very decently, except for the red, but that's like whatever. That's like a whiz issue. Robe could definitely use some work, but I do see the vision here. I definitely think that they did a good job. This one's an 8 for me. Let's take a look at the next one. This is actually Zachary from the leaderboards. Again, really solid stitch. You got the chaos hat, you got the fortune teller's robe, and you got yourself basically the boots from the Halloween pack with the Druid's Sword and Shield, which matches pretty much perfectly. I'm giving this a 10. That one's solid. Love it so much. Alright, this one. It's an interesting one. I do like this one. I do think the boots are a little odd. I do see the vision that you have here. So, like, I can't really, like, you know, say anything, like, too harsh, I guess, in a sense. I'm giving this an 8. I think they definitely really tried with this one. Something about it feels off for me, though. Okay, I could see where you were going with this. I could definitely see where you were going with this. I really do like the fact that you're trying to match the, you know, the Valor sword and shield, which is more like a staff and shield, if we're being completely honest. I think it's really a textures issue, but I see the vision. I see the vision. I really see the vision. I think it's a solid 7. They definitely put some effort in this one. They also match with the pet, which gives them a little bit extra points. This one's really good. I love this one a lot. I think this one looks great. Yeah, this one just looks great. Honestly, I think the one could be a little bit different, but overall, I think it looks solid. I think, honestly, this is a 9. It's really the one that I feel could use some change. All right, this one used to be on the leaderboards, actually. Now, my personal opinion on this one, everything looks fantastic. But those boots, I swear to God, what is it with everyone's obsession with, like, insignia anything when it clearly does not match all that great? I think this is a 7, though. I love, like, all people who use insignia stuff. I feel like this person definitely really tried with their stitch, but can't seem to get away from the whole insignia thing, which is not really a big issue, but in this case, you happen to have some armor that just doesn't really match well with cloth, in my opinion. All right, this one's a really cool one so far. What is the wand? I wonder. All right, they have the cool looking emote here. They also match with the pet, which is really nice. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be this one. It is the Silent Nights one, which is from the Silent Night pack, a Christmas pack, aka a holiday exclusive one. Now, I actually don't know about these boots. I'm guessing they're like bundle based. I'm pretty sure the robe's a bundle too, and you have a hairstyle. This one's a 10 for me. All right, we already reviewed you, son. You did a good job. Good job. I'm not sure why it forced me to review you again. Okay, when I first saw this, actually, I honestly thought that this was actually the same set. It's not actually. That's how well it matches. This is a really good stitch. I'm not going to deduct any points for pets. Obviously, I feel like you may have gotten confused with it. And honestly, it kind of does, you know, match the aesthetic of like a Valkyrie. So this one's a 10. All right, we got another one from the leaderboards here. Again, this is a really solid one. I'm gonna wait for the email to pass by, but as you can see, they follow the same path of the Sword and Shield, except this time it's a Tree Minder's Druid Shield, which looks really good. So that's a 10. Another one from the leaderboards. This is actually number 1 right now. Now, honestly, this looks amazing. I can't really say much about it other than like it looks absolutely amazing. So that's a 10. There's a reason why it's in the leaderboards. All right, this one's a pretty cool one. I really do like the fact that they really try to, like, you know, match with the colors. I think the wand definitely is a really nice, you know, extra touch to it. So that's a 10. Okay, this one's interesting. It's pretty interesting. What we have here? You got the Sand Sea outfit, which is basically a dropped outfit, which is kind of cool. Skillful boots, which you can get from Pop Solari, and Ice Horns is basically like a pack kind of thing. I think you can also get it within bosses too, perhaps. Yes, you can. It's one of those that like happens to come with a pack every now and then. I think the boots is the only issue I have personally. I feel like maybe changing it to like match a little bit of this, or maybe even make it gray, might make it look a little bit better in my opinion. I definitely see what you were going for. It looks really awesome though. I'm giving you a 9. I think it's solid. I think it's good. I'm not sure if he is in the leaderboards. He actually was in the leaderboards. But yeah, I did give him a 10. Rightfully so. It's awesome. What can I say? And this is Officer McRuff, I believe, from Twitter. This is a really solid stitch. Honestly, the Valor Sword is a pretty interesting choice here, considering that I don't have a Valor Sword, because it's a rare item. I love the fact that it matches with the pet as well, so that's a 10 for me. This one's a really solid one as well. I actually don't think this guy's in the leaderboards, but I do think that this guy really deserves to be on the leaderboards. It's basically like my Storm's Engineer Stitch, except it looks cooler. It looks so much cooler. I do love mines though. I love mines a lot. But this one looks so much cooler. Look at this. So you got Traveler's Goggles, Arcane Smith Robe, which I believe is actually it's probably from a bundle. Yeah. I wonder, can you dye this stuff, dude? I'm thinking about things. I'm having ideas for future stitches. Fire Cup Boots, and then we have the Staff of Stasis, which apparently you could buy. It's a cool looking one, actually. I love it a lot. I love it so much. Okay, this one is interesting because I feel like it's one of those stitches that almost gets the mark, but just somehow misses at the same time. Here's my recommendation. I would say do something similar, because I believe you can dye the hat, I believe, right? I'm assuming you might be able to dye the hat. My recommendation, I would say the little trim here, you may want to change it to like black or so. Or maybe, nah, black might look good actually. The boots, I would say try the All Souls boots. I feel like the All Souls boots will make this stitch pretty much complete. I do love the addition of this wand. I absolutely love this wand. I wish more people would rock this wand. Knight's Elemental Pack. No wonder nobody buys it. But I really love the potential that this might have for a stitch. Obviously, there's a texture issue as well, but that's like a whiz issue. I'm giving you a 6. I feel like the potential's there. The boots kind of throw it off for me. Never was a big fan of those boots. That's just my personal opinion, though. But it's a solid stitch overall. And here we have Valerian, also from Twitter. Amazing stitch. Swashbuckler hat. We got the Armor of Silent Knight. Witch Hunters. Steel Toes. And then we got the Unicorn Knights Rainbow, which I believe also comes from the same pack. No, it does not. It comes from somewhere. I don't know where, but it's really good. How are we in time? Oh god. I didn't realize that we were like waiting for this long. I think we'll do 2 more after this. Let's see. I like this one. Again, texture, maybe a little bit of a texture issue, but like that's like whatever. I think this is really amazing. That's a 10. Okay, I feel like we already rated this one. Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's still an issue that showcases like the same stitches, and here we go again with the repig. I see what you're doing. You look like a damn pine cone. You look like a damn pine cone, bro. You look like a tree. Like one of those trees in like, you know, those cold places. Like a pine cone tree, yeah, or whatever. Like, I don't know. I see the vision in this one. Not a fan of the hat though. Do I want to be harsh? Yes, I do. What we have here is another critique I'll have of the system is the event system itself. There's not really that many ways for you to get yourself rewards, which I'm definitely not the biggest fan of. Judge's Choice is an iffy one because you basically have to get like a certain rating in order to like, you know, be able to essentially complete the actual reward here, which I don't think it's really that fair. Personally, the way I will go about it is overall stitch is good, event stitch is good. Maybe have it to be where your stitch gets rated a certain amount of times. That will be a nice reward there too. And then you can probably have like a crafting version and something else added to it. But I don't personally think that like the Judge's Choice should be a reward that will allow you to basically finish the event. I don't necessarily like the idea of that. Definitely something that could be changed, I'm pretty sure. Other than that, leaving the video here. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and always remember to stay frenzy. Peace.